Dragaway yell, Digout, that's just what they mean on the Asphalt strip. That is one of the outstanding asphalt runs for dragging drivers in the Midwest. You've just had a sample of what the driver sees as he races toward the timing traps in some of the purest competition for sport's sake in the world today. But maybe starting this way makes it look too easy. So let's go back to the beginning of a typical summer weekend at the Union Grove Dragaway. The long asphalt ribbon is accommodations for a large audience. For where is the dragging chauffeur who doesn't like an audience? But get rid of one impression fast. This is no free-for-all for show-offs. You can show off if you can deliver under the rules and conditions of the strip. If you can't appreciate some of the potential dangers of driving a ton of machine up to 190 miles an hour, you belong in the stands, not on the asphalt. The king in this sport is the Dragster, like the eel owned by the Mellow-Tones of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Designed, built, tuned, and driven for one narrow, specialized purpose, to beat the clocks on the strip. Within this pit area, only the people who belong here are allowed to enter. But for you, as a spectator, there's nothing to do but relax and enjoy the sight of the best of their classes compete on the outstanding drag facility in the Midwest. On these grounds, you can race against the clock, against your own past performance, against a buddy, or just against your own car performance standards. Early on a typical drag day, the track is open to what is called in this fraternity a grudge race. A grudge race because the cars are not in the same technical class. One is a modified street roadster, the other a modified sports car. But in the pits, big things are in the making. Chris Karamasinas of Chicago is pampering his Chiseler for an elimination series against Don Garlitz and his Swamp Rat, two of the nation's outstanding dragsters brought together on a drag facility, as finely tuned to handle the dragsters as the powerful monsters are tuned to race each other. Karamasinas is ready for a test run. But so far as the traps are concerned, any run is against the clocks. It's always ticking at the dragaway, and any run, starting with the first, could be the best of the day. To the uninitiated, remember, the driver is aiming for two things. He wants to reach the line at exactly 1/4 mile in the fastest elapsed time from a standing start. He wants to accelerate to the highest speed, 2 extra traps on each side of the 1/4 mile track. It's a good start for the Metzler, 178 miles an hour. Let's see how Garlitz does in the Swamp Rat. He's off in a cloud of exhaust, burning rubber and dust. When he disappears in his own personal cloud, we'll catch him from the tower as the Rat proves its right to race in the classy company of the Dragster, 181.80 miles an hour. You see, the Dragster is the anything-goes king of the strip. No limitations to engine, frame, fuel, or tires, just so long as it's proven reliable. Is an altered coupe, a cut below the Dragster because it has a body and must use gasoline for fuel. The performance of the cars must be matched by the strip, the crew and the facilities to time them. The Great Lakes Dragaway at Union Grove employs the best to operate the photoelectric timers. The most colorful member of the strip crew is the starter, who creates the clean start, plus the little animation for the eager crowd. Well, that's the background. Let's start the afternoon at the Great Lakes Dragaway with a couple of cars in the A-Stock eliminations. It's a good start, a good run, and a close run. It's a good thing you can argue against the timers. Now, a 4-car elimination. C stock automatic. Slower stock cars with automatic transmission. No argument here. The 55 Chevy runs away with it. Except for individually arranged grudge drags, you'll notice careful matching of classes from the Dragster down to the F stock drag, slowest of them all. And here, with a high octane push, age before beauty, a venerable Packard leaves 3 in the dust. Here's the A gas class, in which the car must be drivable in the street, can be modified or customized with any type or make of engine, but must be installed in the original mounting. The hands-down winner, a 1932 Ford Coupe. Let's keep our position down the strip to catch the national Class B gas champ, Mike Marinoff, in a 55 Chevy with a modified Corvette engine. Without a strain, we're back at the starting line again for a Class C gas elimination. And here is another close one. The thrills mount as the afternoon goes along, as the coastlands are decided by the photoelectric eye. And as you watch, remember what it takes to put these cars on this strip. And remember, there is no big stack of money at the end of the line. They do it just to see what they can do and what a car can do, with trophies to show for it. Let's take a couple of steps up in the speed classes. Up to the competition coupe, faster than gas classes. These must have a body and run on gasoline or a nitromethane mixture. The dragging is at a higher speed, but then you also get an increase in the problems of slowing down after a hard run. Let's have a tower-eye view of a couple of altered jobs, with a Crosley powered by a Chevy V8 engine taking the traps first. Here's another drag-away rarity. The Crosley of this elimination is powered by a 6 that does pretty well for itself on a track where 6 cylinders are a rare power. With the half afternoon's running gone, there's an intermission now, but it's not a break to relax. These are the preparations for the big duel of the day, and everybody sees it coming. The Swamp Rat and the Chiseler are going to have it out. Macinas and the Chiseler take it. With a top speed of 184.74 miles an hour by the Chiseler, this could be the high point of the afternoon, but it isn't. Because the Great Lakes Dragaway attracts the biggest and the best in the field, the victorious Chiseler may not have long to rest on its laurels. In the meantime, the Asphalt doesn't get a chance to cool off. A Roadster helps keep it warm and smoky with another finely timed run. By now, you've seen the range of the wheels that roll on the dragway. Everything from the willing but bubbling over to the 1,000 horsepower swift-down dragster. The fellows who see the least of what's going on here are the pit crews. They're too busy with their temperamental monsters, many of which are so temperamental and jumpy that they must be run when they are running. Another good dragster run, 144 miles an hour, a quarter-mile acceleration in 10.32 seconds. One of the few chances for catching your breath among the spectators at the Great Lakes Dragaway. But it's a short rest, because there's new excitement from the pits. Another nationally known dragster is on the line and gone. Art Malone and his Little Rebel. And with his quick run, we've got another top drag in the making. One good run deserves another, and Karamasinas brings up his Chiseler for another tune-up try before the meeting he knows he'll have to make later on this afternoon against Malone and the Rebel. Hey, that was some tune-up. Karamasinas does a quarter-mile drag in 9.12 seconds, but he's not happy just yet. He wants another solo try before the dual drag. While Karamasinas pampers the Chiseler, Del Fisher bulls his Dragster for a very good run. Believe you me, this trip is really hot this afternoon. Now you have a build-up nobody can plan. Two of the nation's best are going to have it out sometime today. And in this sport, there's hardly a chance for a draw. Somebody's going to have to walk away with it before the day is done. The Chiseler comes back for the last tune-up. This has to be it. And Karamasinas is really satisfied. In the tower, you don't have the same feeling of building up to the big dual drags, because these boys and this equipment have to handle all the cars. And they do.
Okay, your winner course, in lead number 2, the number 777 AA Open Gas, breaking through the time of 9:19.
Then back to the janitorial job again. The Great Lakes Dragaway wants to do all it can to clear the way for top-notch competition. The rest is up to the drivers and their cars. Get ready for the big one now. In the dusk of a late summer day, the Chiseler and the Rebel have it out. And the winner is the Rebel in the Coastman, and that calls for a repeat.
Here comes the flag. Lane 2 on top end. Lane 2.
There's personal honor at stake here, and the top part is somebody's got to lose. The blend of natural lights and daylight tell you what a long afternoon it's been. And there's a big dual drag left, maybe two, if the Chiseler can even things up. Okay, now. Getting the flag. Uh-oh, the Chiseler touches on, and the Rebel takes it. A long, hard afternoon takes its toll on the Chiseler, and on us, too. This is not easy to take. Well, that's clutches for you. But more than that, that's drag racing for you. It takes all the car's got, all the driver and his crew have got to beat the tracks and be the best when it's time that you